You are listening to Listen to Sun 969, the Ramble exclusive to YouTube on your Friday.
We are indeed, and we haven't found the winner yet for the $25 million.
No, I want to know who it is. I was secretly hoping it might have been my in-laws, but my mother-in-law did just text me and is asking if it was me. And I was like, I don't play the lotto. I was hoping it was you. She goes, nah.
Well, look, I'm hoping it's still someone we know, and it's not because we want to borrow money from them. We want them to have some success. And
I just want it to be someone I know so I can just be like, I don't know, I feel like celebrate with them.
Well, it's like knowing a celebrity, isn't it? You know,
yeah.
I mentioned in our last ramble that Nathan Buckley's coming to town.
Yes.
You know, that's kind of a celeb, isn't he? He's a bit of a celeb.
I wouldn't say a bit. I'd say he is the definition of a celebrity.
Yeah, he is. And they're talking about he's going to coach the Tassie Devils.
Really?
That's what the discussion
when
was. I don't know
when is that? They've been talking about the potential for the Tassie Devils for a while now. When is that even meant to be happening?
I think in about 2 or 3 years or something. It's always 2 or 3 years.
I was going to say, I feel like it was 2 or 3 years a few years ago.
Yeah.
It would be nice to include Tassie.
Well, the issue with the Tassie Devils has been the politics around the stadium.
Why?
So a government fell on its sword because of it, but got re-elected anyway. Like there's a kind of hung parliament down there. It's all kind of weird stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, a lot of people don't want the stadium because it's going to be very expensive. Right?
Yeah,
they don't want this new stadium. So one side of politics wants it, the other side doesn't. I don't know which side. I think Labor might want it, or Liberals building it, and Labor didn't want it. I can't remember. Someone doesn't want it, and so if this stadium doesn't go ahead, then the Tassie Devils won't go ahead.
Isn't there a stadium, like a pre-done stadium they can use?
So there is a stadium down there, but it's the one that I think Hawthorn uses in Launceston. I think they use one.
But Hawthorn are a Vic team. Tassie should get the choice.
Well, they can go and play in Launceston, I guess, because it's been an AFL stated ground. I think there's probably what is it? Bellreeve is an oval in Hobart. That's where they played cricket for years.
There you go. I'm sure there are enough ready-made stadiums.
Well, look at us. We have a game here every year.
Yeah, and we don't have a team.
No, but we have a good stadium.
There we go. We can be the home of the Tassie Devils.
The Tassie Devils can play here.
Yes.
The Northern Territory Tassie Devils. The Northern Tassie Devils.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Northern Devils.
We should have an NT team. It's not going to happen, though, is it?
Nah.
Too small.
Yeah.
But if Tasmania can have one, Tasmania's what, 500,000 people?
I don't know.
And we're what, 200,000?
What, in the whole territory?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know that here we're like under 30,000.
What would we call our team? Here we go. What's the call for you? You're creative. You're a creative person.
On the spot?
Yeah, go for it. What would you call the Northern Territory AFL side?
I actually would call them a name that's already been taken so we can't use, but I think that it should have been the NT Suns instead of Gold Coast Suns.
Well, because it's Sun. We're Sun FM.
Yeah.
Yeah, NT Suns.
Yeah.
That sounds good, actually.
Yeah, I think we should have.
Well, I tell you what,
like we should have been
pretty useless side.
It should have been the Territory Suns.
Why don't you move them? They've got all their infrastructure and everything. Why don't you move the Gold Coast Suns to the Territory?
Yeah,
and make them the NT Suns.
Aren't they already the home team for Darwin? Gold Coast?
I don't know.
I have to look that up.
Not sure about that. Maybe GWS. I don't know. Not sure. Someone plays in Darwin a bit. Maybe it's the Dogs. I don't know. No, Dogs play in Ballarat sometimes. But it's interesting for me because the Gold Coast Suns until this year hadn't been in the finals, so this was their first year, I think, in the finals. So they haven't had much success until now, and even
they're still a baby team.
They're a baby side, so why not? I mean, when Brisbane Lions were a baby side, or Brisbane Bears as they were called, they merged with Fitzroy and became the Brisbane Lions.
Yeah.
I think that you could just relocate them to here, bring all the players over to here, have them based in Darwin, play a couple of games down here as well. And call them the NT Suns.
Do you know what I think one of the biggest problems is?
Yeah.
It's that the players, not just the players for that specific team, but it's just that I don't think a lot of football players want to live in the Territory.
Darwin's all right, though. Darwin's like a Gold Coast, isn't it? It's a bit high-rise buildings and sun and hot weather.
It's like Bendigo, mate.
Oh, I don't know. It's a very high-rise. There's a building that's like 35 stories there.
Like one whole building that's 35 stories high.
There's a few that are close to that.
I don't think having a high rise is the epitome of that makes it a city.
Yeah, but there's a lot of high rise there.
Yeah, okay.
I lived in the city up there. It's quite nice.
Would you call it a city?
Well, no. No, I would. It's a small city. It's a small city. It's got a big Parliament House as well, looking over the
Parliament House. Oh my God,
big. It's massive. No, look,
I hate the weather in Darwin.
Do you? And I love it.
Hate it.
I love it more than here. The weather. That's
You
about all
like humidity?
I prefer the weather there than to here, yeah.
Oh, God, no.
I love the stormy season.
No.
I love the wet season. The dry season's a bit annoying. I find that too hot.
Nah, I can't do
Yeah, the dry season there is not as hot as our summer.
I cannot do humidity.
See, I find our summer too hot.
My hair cannot do humidity.
You get frizzy.
So frizzy.
It's so
You've seen that
frizzy.
episode of Friends where Monica's hair, which they're
Yeah.
on, but yeah, it gets bigger and bigger. That's literally, and I'm not
Where
even
was
kidding.
she's in Barbados or
Yeah,
something.
and
wasn't
that's literally what happens to my hair when it gets humid.
Well, maybe that's the problem. The players don't want to go from Gold Coast to...
Because of their hair.
Because their hair. I mean, men now have mullets and everything, don't they?
Makes complete sense.
Makes a lot of sense. Well, look, let's see what happens. That's the big call of the day. Move the Suns to
Look
to
at us
Darwin.
making all these big calls this week. On that
I love
note,
it. What a great week. We've had a great week on part 2 of the Ramble.
all right, have a good weekend.